Hey guys, Crypto Clay here, and today I'm going to be talking about an article that just popped up on cryptocurrency subreddit about 7 or 8 hours ago. This article is talking about how one of the co-founders of Time Wonderland is actually one of the co-founders of QuadrigaCX, which was a Canadian Bitcoin exchange that went bankrupt in 2019, leaving investors penniless. It was definitely a Ponzi scheme at the time, and many people didn't know about it, but it came to light later on. The founder of that project actually may have even faked his own death. We really don't know what exactly happened. He went to India on a business trip and ended up supposedly dying there. All of the money seemed to disappear, and nobody knows what happened to the money. Nobody knows really what happened to him. If he is dead, I apologize to his family, but there's a lot of mystery there that still has not been solved to this day, and it's just unfortunate what happened to the investors of that specific exchange. That's just a brief summary of the past to tell you about recent events. So this post says, this is just breaking. OXCFU, a non-person heading multiple projects like Wonderland, Abracadabra, is the co-founder of QuadrigaCX, Michael Patryn. So as you can see, here's a conversation that one of the other co-founders had with a person on Twitter. It says, this needs to be shared. OXCFU is the co-founder of QuadrigaCX, Michael Patryn. If you're unfamiliar, that is the Canadian exchange that collapsed in 2019 after the founder, Gerald Cotton, disappeared with $169 million. I confirmed this over messages. So it says, I came across something rather odd about that, about Dubai, about CFU, or about CFU. Oh, snap, what's up? Well, he's the Quadriga guy. I cannot confirm, but I have thought about this a lot. Dangerous to be working with, sir. Yes. But yeah, is a problem in the PR at the point Alex, my partner, told me. How you going to manage this if it comes out? I don't have an answer. I can count on a single hand how many people know. We started this together without knowing. Is interesting, you know. I thought he was more careful. I have my ways. Prior to Quadriga, Michael helped run an identity theft ring called Shadow Crew, in which he later pled guilty to. While Danny insists it is fine, he puts both his rep on the line along with, most importantly, all the money people have deposited in his protocols at risk. I feel it. I don't know what to do, though. I feel like he is a good man. Spent a lot of time with him recently. Do you think I should get him slowly out? But yes is my highest risk to my reputation. That's what my PR security manager told me. And then he asked, you're willing to put your entire rep on the line and also risk everyone's money? And he said, nah, I'm not. Well, that's what you're doing. Danny, one of the other co-founders, basically made a thread saying that the past doesn't predict the future, that he's willing to give this person a second chance. But the problem with that is, if you scroll down to the very first comment, in 2005, he pled guilty to credit and bank fraud. In 2007, he admitted burglary, theft, and computer fraud. In 2018, he and his partner lost access to $115 million in customer funds. That's not really one mistake. It's a lot of mistakes that added up. This guy is a career criminal, and it's just funny to me that he would even give this guy an opportunity. What also is very, very strange is that right after this was found out and it was posted on Twitter, this guy's account had $450 million in it, and now it's dwindled down to $70 million. He's been moving a lot of money around over the past 7 or 8 hours and trying to basically clear out those funds so that, whatever. I don't know where these funds are going. I haven't really looked into the blockchain to see where these funds are fleeing to, but it's just very interesting that all of this money that this guy had in his account is moving. Really interesting stuff there. I completely disagree with Danny. I do not think that this guy should have gotten a second chance. If he knew that this person was on the team and he knew his real identity, he should have spoken up to the community. This is one of those things, though. If you see that somebody is not doxxed by the community in a project like this, that's really a red flag. I understand that there are a lot of people that don't want to risk their identity due to security risks and things like that, but it should be a red flag to everybody. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is this something that is worth investing in? Are there red flags? And what are those red flags? I have a really hard time. I struggle with this sometimes because there are projects that I'm invested in that have anonymous founders. That's just my 2 cents. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on this and see if any of you are invested. What do you think of the recent dump of this? I understand that the entire market is down, but Time Wonderland has really, really struggled more than a lot of other projects lately. That's going to be it for today. Crypto Clay out.